So, what do you do when you live in Houston, Texas, and today is July 8th and there's a hurricane coming? You make a 5-month recap video. Yes. Hi, I'm Allanda. I'm a 47-year-old mother of 6, and I'm a high school teacher, but I'm also on a weight loss journey. I'm currently using Zepbound, and I've lost over 40 pounds. So 21 weeks ago, I made the choice to start Zepbound. Thanks to my doctor, we started me off at 2.5 milligrams. I stayed on that for several weeks, and then I titrated up to 5 milligrams. Along the way, thanks to the shortage, I had to bounce up and down, but currently I'm on 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound. Disclaimer. Yes, I'm in Houston, and today's Monday, and yes, we have a hurricane coming through. And I've done everything in my power to prepare, because that's what I do. I prepare. What can I do? How can I combat? I'm a prepare person. So when I started Zepbound, I prepared. I knew the side effects were there, and I knew there was a chance I could or could not get them, but I prepared. So some of the side effects that I had, in no real order: mild headache, sulfur bursts, nausea, gas, constipation, diarrhea, insomnia. I get that whenever I give myself my shots in the back of the arms. Yeah, no bueno. Decreased appetite, which is a positive. Muscle cramps, definitely a negative. Don't like those. Slow food digestion. And on episode 30, my pen exploded. Put that sucker in and click, and the medication just leaked all over my leg. So we're thinking maybe the pen touched but didn't drop through my skin, and that caused the leakage. So yeah, I went, oh, and then it was chaos, pandemonium, as I would say. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a hard one for me, but I call that a side effect because in my world it is. So when I started Zepbound, I had medications, I had pretty much everything mapped out except the key things. I didn't realize I needed to increase my fiber. Yeah, that helps with the constipation. I didn't realize that I needed to increase my water. Yeah, that helps with the constipation. There were a lot of little things that I thought I knew, but I didn't know, and I had to kind of work through them. With the constipation, I thought maybe I'd just push through it. But by day 4, there was no more pushing. Nothing was happening. So I had to figure that out. And thankfully, by week 21, I think I figured out how to take care of my constipation. But I also am a big advocate for talking to your doctor. My doctor and I have a 13-year relationship. She probably knows more about me than anyone ever wants to know about me, but she does. And anytime I have a question, I can contact her. So I would say if you are a little unwavering about your doctor, maybe not talk to them, maybe shoot them an email, maybe leave a message for the nurse. But with this being a new medication, you don't want to suffer in silence. If you're having an issue, deal with the issue. I went from 4 days of constipation to 4 days of diarrhea. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Girl was running like a faucet. And so I had to shoot my doctor a phone call and left a message and was like, hey, I'm going on day 4 of diarrhea. What should I do? And she called over a prescription. I got these little 6 pills. She said, take one. That should work in a few hours, like 12 hours. If it's still not helpful, take a second pill. But basically, by the next morning, girl was good. Everything was solid, but it was good. Yeah, it was good. So for me, I tried to prepare myself as best as I could with all the side effects. The muscle cramps, I now take magnesium for those. I take 1 pill a day, and I drink plenty of water. I have my little drink thing, and I probably drink about 80 ounces, not 80 gallons, not 80 gallons. 80 ounces per day. So drink water, increase your fiber, um, take care of your skin. Take care of your skin. With this medication, you can lose a lot of weight. I've lost 4 pounds in the last 21 weeks, but I've also dealt with stretch marks because that comes along with the territory gaining weight, losing weight, stretch marks. And so I have kind of figured out a cream that I use. I'm actually in the midst of like my own little scientific experiment. I'm on one thing, two of my kids are on one, and my other kid is on a third thing. And we're all kind of seeing how it pans out. I said I was going to give everybody 3 months and then we'd do a video to discuss our results. But I'm using a coconut lotion cream, and for me, it's working. I can see it on my belly. Unfortunately, my boobs are starting to go through some stuff. Yeah, I got a Jello jiggler over here, and a gummy bear. They just feel so different. But I'm also starting to see a little bit of stretch marks. So I'm putting the cream on it, because I don't want that. I would take the stretch mark if it means the weight loss. I will take it, but I still don't want it. So I keep putting on the cream. I put on the cream. So yeah, so take care of your skin. Yeah, the water will definitely help your skin. Also, maybe get on a multivitamin. I'm on one. I've tried a bunch of them, and I think I got one now that I like, and it's not going to break my bank because someone suggested another liquid. That's what I'm saying, liquid vitamin, and it worked. Liked it. I did, but that sucker was $80 for the bottle. $80 for the bottle. I'm not doing that. I can't do that. My budget said, "What girl? What are you doing?" So yeah, I had to kind of revamp my life and say, okay, what can I afford that's still going to do what I need it to do. Also, I've learned to document my progress in many different ways. One, I take photos. Prior to my weight loss journey, I really wasn't big on photos. I usually, move the kid in front of me, like, here, hey, yeah, let's all take a picture. Here, stand right here, right there. Yay! But now being on this weight loss journey, sometimes I can't see the weight loss. The scale might see it, but I don't see it. And I can take a photo and I can go back and say, wow, okay, girl. Okay, you are losing weight. Speaking of, all my little notes and things are floating around here. So I have another video where I talk about um, tracking your progress. And I know there are some people out there that use tape measures, and I have one. I've had one like since, I don't know, 2017 when I was on Saxenda. But me and that thing, we have a love-hate relationship. I plug in one thing and it does another. So at this point, once a month, I only track 2 numbers: my waist size and my hip size. Those are the only 2 numbers I track. When I started in February, I didn't even use the tape measure. I didn't. So I don't have a February number. But in March, this was my waist, 44.65, and my hips were 47.73. And then in April, I saw my waist go down to 43, and my hips went down to a 46. And I forgot to do it in May because, again, I'm not real consistent on this thing because I don't even like that tape measure. It's not my friend. But in June, they went down to a 42 and 43. So definitely find a way to track your results, because sometimes we're not going to see it on the scale. We're just not going to see it on the scale. Last week I went out of town, and when I came back, I gained 1.6, which is probably water weight. I thank all y'all for saying that. It was probably water weight because I stepped on the scale today, just before this video, and I am back to 212 22 pounds, point 0.6. I'll show the little video. Okay, my battery's gonna die. I don't know what I'm gonna have to go sit in the car. I'm gonna have to go sit in the car. I'm gonna have to sit in the car because I have 10% left on my phone. Um, so, week 19, I was 224.2, and then I was 222.6. Came back, and this was Friday. I was back to 224.2. But just now, when I weighed myself, I am 222.6. So y'all were correct. It was probably just water weight of being on the plane, and whatever sodium I did eat while I was out of town, because I couldn't control that part. I couldn't. Speaking of control, being on a weight loss journey is different for me. For me, this journey is different. I've had to adjust my mind. I still have an issue with food. I still have a love-hate relationship with food. I love to eat it. I just hate the consequence of gaining weight once I eat it. But I'm having to dive into, how am I going to be able to do this for the rest of my life? Yeah. How am I going to make these shifts and make them stick? For the rest of my life. So that's what I'm working on. I eat smaller portions. I drink a ton of water. One of my goals is to get off of so much of my medication. I'm on a lot of medication. It looks like it just stopped raining. It looks like it just stopped. The wind's still crazy. So y'all might hear the wind on the tape. I apologize. But there's no more rain right now. So yay when I go sit in my car. That's the wind. Um, but I needed to make a change. And I heard someone say this once to me, and I just kind of went, oh, yeah, okay. But it's crazy because it's like 2 years later, it came back. The person told me, hey, if you want to lose the weight, you're just going to have to make it happen. And don't worry about shocking anybody. Shock yourself by doing it. And I was like, okay, okay. But now I'm making it happen. I get goosebumps. I'm making it happen. Sometimes are good times, sometimes are not good times. But I'm losing weight. I'm making these little shifts and these little adjustments, and I am really shocking myself. Like, I'll go put on a shirt, like this shirt. I'll go put on this shirt or a different shirt, and I can fit it. I can put it on. I'm losing weight. So I am shocking myself in my own way, and it feels good. It really, really feels good. If you're on this medication and you're not finding that the results are pulling through the way you want to, may I suggest two things? One, talk to your doctor. Send an email, send a note to the nurse, call them, make an appointment, but talk to your doctor. And then two, think about what you could do that might give you a different result. Maybe increase water in your diet. Maybe eat your food earlier. Like, sometimes we have to make those little adjustments in order to see what we want to see. And I will tell you, when I was on Saxenda, I lost 40 pounds, but I really didn't change anything. I was eating like I would normally eat. I was not working out. Um, yeah, I'm surprised I even lost 40 pounds, which is probably why when the medication stopped working, I gained it back plus some. I was at 220 when I got on Saxenda. I was at 180 when I got off of it. And when I started this journey on Zepbound, I was 264.7. So not only did I gain the 40 pounds back, I gained an additional 40. So I gained a total of 80 pounds. Literally, I kid you not, I gained those 80 pounds in roughly 2.5 years. Yeah. And we're in 2004. So I can't say it was COVID. Yeah. So I know for me, this time, it has to be different. It has to be different. I have to do my mind differently. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I need to go sit in the car. And I know when I come back in, my kids are going to be like, game time, Mom. Let's play a game. Because that's what they're in there doing right now. They're playing board games. But at least it's not raining. Y'all take care. Thanks for listening. If you haven't, subscribe. Bye, everyone.